Two new SEC filings today. It's more bullish than most people believe, in my opinion. And here's ape language. And in short, right? Long story short, I'm gonna go. It's kind of complicated as to how I know all of this, but basically, it's not that hard to understand. But I did some extra digging to make sure everything was cool here. And basically, it's an award. It's a stock option, call option awarded from the company. That's why the price of the derivative security is 0, I believe. And basically, it's awarded from the company to the employee. And it gives them the right to buy 400,000 shares at an exercise price of $6.32. Expiration date is going to be 2031, June 1st. And your vesting as to when they can actually exercise these shares, right? That's what the key is, right? So basically, it is going to become exercisable on June 22nd. That's 25% of them. The rest of them are gonna vest in a series of 36 successive equal monthly installments measured from June 22nd. Okay, blah, blah, yada, yada. It doesn't really matter. 2018 equity incentive plan. Basically, they're going to vest over the long term. He can start exercising them next year, 25% of them, right? 25% of 400,000 is a lot. And of course, the exercise price is $6.32. Of course, this is from the company, and we're going to get into some of the details here. But basically, I love the fact that the exercise price and the conversion price of the securities in the LEAPS option, and not only in this one, but the ones that Eric got a while ago, right? In this one right here, Eric Holman, right? 775,000 shares, exercisability at 783 conversion price. Now we're seeing a conversion price of 632 right now. That's great, and I know you may be thinking, well, we're way higher than that right now, Brandon. Well, the fact that they're pretty much not that out the. When they filed these 783. The stop price was way below, right? That was an out the money call option at that time. Now it's in the money, right? But when they purchased it, it was out the money. Now this one is in the money, right? And I like the fact that they keep doing these. And of course, it's the 2018 equity incentive plans, but it's so bullish. And here's the fundamental reason why it's so bullish. The only thing they can do with these is buy shares at a price of whatever, 632, 783, right? The only thing they can do is exercise these shares through that code M, right? We know for a fact, because this is a code A, that's how I actually know this is from the company. Pair that data right here that we have with the whole, company's 2018 equity incentive plan, right? That's kind of how you know this is from the company itself. When I would have loved if he picked up this option on it by himself. It would be more bullish if it was, but at the end of the day, more call options, more LEAPS. Stock option right to buy. We're talking about more rights to buy, more shares exercisable for the insiders. This incentivizes them to do well. It does. At the fundamental level, even if you're already a millionaire, which a lot of these guys already are, it just makes you want to work harder, because we're talking about we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in profit if the stock price does what we think it is, right? That's what we're talking here. It incentivizes them. It makes them want to work harder, makes them want to work smarter, makes them want the stock price to go up, because they're in the same boat as we are. They want the share price to go up. They've got hundreds of thousands of shares and tens of millions of dollars in profit on the line, way more than we do. So I'd like to see it. It's not insanely bullish, but it is. I think it's more bullish than everyone realizes, right? I've seen some comments going on around like, oh, he didn't buy any shares, it's nothing. No, it is something. Okay, although it is from the company, it is great to see that this guy is now going to be incentivized, because we're talking about 400,000 shares being purchased at a price of $6.32. Exercisable on June. 25% will be exercisable in a year from now, and the rest will be exercisable in a while after that. But this is a LEAP, right? A long-term anticipation, a long-term equity anticipation security, or whatever it is. I forget the acronym standing for, but it's basically a long-term call option that you think is gonna. It's basically a bullish call on something that you think is going to go up over time, long-term especially, right? That's what the LEAPS are, and fundamentally that's what they are. So this is bullish. I like to see it. There's not much else to say though, except this is a transaction code A. The other one here, Form 3, right? If you do some digging here, what's a Form 3? When a person becomes an insider, right? They're hired as an officer or director, right? They must file Form 3 to initially disclose his or her ownership of the company's securities. Must be filed within 10 days after the person becomes an insider, right? So that's actually, there was some confusion, and I myself included, as to why there was this form right here filed with, there's nothing here. There's amount of securities beneficially owned, right? It's 0. There's no data in this table. We were wondering, what is this? That's what it is, right? It's Form 3. And you can see that by this indication right here, form type right there. And then you've got your code on the other one, which is a code A, which if we go right here, That is your grant, award, or other acquisition of securities from the company, such as an option, right? So it's a call, essentially, at the end of the day, ape language, again, to sum it up, call option for the inside, for another inside, the new guy, Jason Pryor or whatever. I don't know how Pryor, I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. This chief commercial officer just got another. He just got not another, but he got a LEAPS option, call option, long term, 400,000 shares in exercisability, share price, exercise price of 632. So you like to see it. It's very bullish. Expiration date is 2031. With that being said, I will just say, and that's the end, please feel free to click off now, but I will also say, if you're at all interested in seeing the live stream, right? Live price action, where I actually dissect the price action live. We do trading, okay? We do it all, man. We do it all. That is going to be linked in the pinned comment, our live stream tomorrow, along with the must-know BNGO information. That playlist is where you want to go if you don't know anything about the company, if you didn't understand any of this. Nano nozzle, 5 large clinical studies, right? Yada, yada. You hear me say so much stuff in my long ranting in the actual live stream itself. I'm sure plenty are wondering what I'm talking about. This is the playlist that you want to go, especially introduction to nano nozzle and BNGO sequencing technology. With that being said, this is not financial advice. Thank you all so much. I will see you in the next one.